In this video, I'm going to compare two very popular elastic threads. And this stuff is used for making jewelry, but it's also used for all kinds of things. I'm a magician, so I like to have the stretchy elastic for reasons that I cannot talk about in this video. But what I'm going to do is compare these two brands, and we're going to do a stretch test and a break test. So what I mean by that, so this is the 0.8 millimeter. Both of them are the same size. And what I'm going to do is cut a piece off. We're going to measure that piece. I'm going to then stretch it with each brand, and we're going to see which one returns closest to the original length. That way we'll know which one holds its shape the longest. So we're going to start with this one. This is the ChunLiou. And I am going to cut a piece, and so that you can tell the difference, I put a red dot on here, a red dot, and I'm going to put a red dot on the middle of that piece of elastic so that you can tell the difference. So we will draw a little red mark on this one. So we'll know that that is the ChunLiou. So there's my little red line. And I'm going to take 1 foot of the elastic for each one, and I've got my trusty measuring tape here to make sure it's the right length. Then we're gonna stretch it out, and I'll stretch it out a lot, or a little bit at first, and then a lot, and we will see which one returns to shape the best. So here's 1 foot with our red line, so we know that's this one. And we're gonna cut 1 foot of the JULIMAIDONG, and we will do the exact same test and see which one of these is more sturdy, so which one, when you make your jewelry or whatever you're doing with this, will last the longest and return to its original shape the best. And the first one we're going to test is this one with our red dot. So this is exactly 12 inches right now. I'm going to show you the stretchiness. So here it is, 1 foot, and if I pull, I can get it to go pretty far and then return. So let's stretch it a few more times. It feels like the more you stretch it, the easier it becomes to stretch. It's kind of like it breaks in, kind of like a rubber band or a balloon, if you ever blow up those balloons that they use for turning into little animals. All right, so that is about as a stretch. If I go any further, I'm afraid I would snap it, but you can see from 1 foot, it goes all the way out of the frame. So that is stretching very nicely. So let's measure this now and see if we're still close to 1 foot. So nope, that is about almost 14.5 inches. So we've added 2.5 inches by stretching this out. And I don't think that this is going to return to 1 foot, but even though we've stretched it out and we've made it longer, it's still very elastic and will pull back to, this is stretched and then that relaxes. So it does stretch it out. So let's try it with the other one, and we're going to test this one. So this is 1 foot. So let's double check that. We will start at the top and we come down to 12 inches. So we're at 12 inches, and I'll do the same test. So I'm going to stretch this out and we'll see how far it returns. So I'll do it a little bit at first. It really does make a difference to do little stretches to get it kind of broken in and then go a little bit far. Now this one, you can see, doesn't go as far. The other one went, both my hands went out of frame. This one doesn't seem as flexible. Oh, now there we go. You see, it's breaking in. And now let's measure this one and see if there's any difference. So we will get right to the top of my tape measure, and we go down, and this one is 14, right at 14 inches. So a little bit less. So this one did return more to the original size. So it's got a little bit more elasticity to it, which I am a fan of. Now we're going to do a break test. So let's see how hard I have to pull to break this. Again, we're going to do this one first this time, and we'll see how strong this actually is. And that is really strong. Like, I'm trying to break it. It's really hard to break it. It's going to hurt, I'm afraid. There we go. So that's super strong. that is the JULIMAIDONG, and now we'll go back to our other one, this one with the red dot, and we'll do the break test. And when that broke, it snapped my thumb, and it did hurt. Not fun. But it was really hard to break. So this stuff, it's strong. I mean, it's going to last a long time. All right, here we go. Let's see if this is easier to break. And no, it's not. Holy moly. Ow. Okay, so my conclusion is that both of these are super strong. This one returned to its shape a little bit better than this, a 1/2 of an inch better, so not much difference. This one, though, was much harder to break. Like, I really had to struggle to snap this. So this one might last a little bit longer. Both of these are good choices. I use both of them all the time. And if you're looking for a good elastic thread, I recommend both of these. If you'd like to grab either of these, there are links in the description below. Please let me know if you have any questions. Also, please hit like on this video and be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching.